Ultraman DECKER episode 5, in my opinion, is right now the best episode so far. It very much felt like an Ultraman Max tribute episode, without even acknowledging that Max exists or having Kaito in the episode. Purely with the aliens that are a part of the episode, being the alien pit, and the usage of King as the monster of the episode. So let me recap the episode. Start the episode with King coming out of a lake and heading towards the city to eat some electricity. We already see our 3 God Select members, Soma and Ichika, on the ground, and Asumi in the God's Falcon. While Ichika navigates the other civilians away from the monster attack, girl comes to Ichika and tells her to stop attacking King because he's not bad. The girl ignores Ichika's orders and goes straight to King, telling him to stop. But because of the distraction that King produces, an electric pole falls on a building and the debris almost hits the girl, but Ichika, in a nick of time, pushes her away. But when Ichika discovers that the girl is an alien pit, she backs away and a rock falls on her, making her fall unconscious. Ichika wakes up in the alien pit's house, first being scared of what the alien can do to her, tries to communicate with God Select, but Alien Pete requests from Ichika to listen to her story. She was traveling down the galaxy where her ship broke down, so she landed here on Earth. Her friends were supposed to get her out of Earth, but because of the sphere barrier, they couldn't get her out. And the only thing that was a somewhat connection to her home planet is her pet, King. She explained that she took a human disguise to get work to feed King, but the biggest problem, King was always hungry, so she needed to feed him more and more batteries. He grew more and more from a fetus to a baby to a human-sized King to even a bigger size. No matter how much she fed him, he was always hungry afterwards. Alien Pete took Ichika to where King resides in the lake to show that King isn't bad. Ichika believes her. When she gets back to the God Select headquarters, she asks from Hanjiro if the TPU has a big battery. Tells her about the Mega Earth and where it's resigned. Ichika thanks him and requests from him that he would keep it a secret. We see Asumi and Soma going down an elevator talking about how much they're thankful that Ichika is okay and how much it's not like her to just drop her communication. Suddenly, they see Ichika going to the elevator with the Mega Earth. Ichika apologizes to Captain Taiji, and Taiji tells her that she made 2 errors. The first one being she trusted her emotion, and the second one is distrusting the TPU because all of them are the victim of the sphere barrier, so they are going to feel sympathy for the alien pit. Taiji, without consulting Vice Captain Soa, decides to help Alien Pit and King. King starts feeding on the Mega Earth battery, but in the end, King overloaded because of the Mega Earth battery. Because of that, he starts rampaging, so Asumi goes ahead and transforms into DECKER, and he and King starts fighting. When King starts electrocuting DECKER, taking a little bit of his power, Asumi summoned Milkas. But even Milkas wasn't that much of a help because he got defeated a couple of moments after. When King wrapped his tail around DECKER, Asumi said there is no other way but request for miracle. The miracle type card gets summoned. Asumi transforms into Ultraman DECKER miracle type. Opens up a space portal with miracle type's magic abilities. Was able to transform King back into a fetus and give it back to Alien Pete. In the God Select Command Center, Taiji is apologizing to Vice Captain Soa about not consoling her in this situation. He blames it that he was affected by Ichika's passion. Also, he is thankful for her straightforwardness and compassion that they managed to at least save an alien. Taiji remarks that Ichika is a straightforward genius, but he also requests from Soa feeding Elekig instructional video. We end the episode with Ichika and the alien Pete feeding infant Elekig. So yeah, this episode was actually really fun. Again, I already compared it to an Ultraman Max episode, but I really love this episode so much because it's so much similar to what an Ultraman Max episode would have had. From the way they kind of treat the alien and the monster as not fully evil is something that's not that regular in a New Generation Ultra. I think the last time they run that story is with Ultraman Z, but I don't really remember a lot from Trigger, so I don't know. I legitimately like the comedy. Again, the comedy very much feels like something that Max would have had. It's legitimately fun and memorable. One of the things that I actually also really liked is the use of Milkas. In Eleking's debut pretty much in the entire franchise in Ultra 7, monster that Dan Moroboshi summoned to fight Eleking was Milkas. So yeah, that's kind of a fun little fact for ya. So yeah, this episode we had the debut of Miracle Type. Not that big of a fan of. I think it's a fine form. I really like how much they kept him floating for most of the fight. I like kind of the design of the portal that DECKER summons, because when Dyna did it, it's way more of a black hole. There, when DECKER summons that portal, it's closer to his chest piece. So yeah, next week there is no review because next episode is a special recap episode, because after 5 episodes we need a recap. I think this is kind of the biggest problem with Ultraman today, and it's like the amount of recap episodes is just absurdly dumb. I hope we're not going to get another recap episode after that like they did in Trigger. Let's hope that episode 6 would be as good as this one, and it actually continues the momentum of the last 5 episodes. So yeah, thank you very much. Subscribe to my channel, give me a like, have a nice one.